Big Hard Books and Classics with your host, Alan Nahan.
Good for him. Now they got on the board here, get it to 14, and go back and look at this. The AT&T connected clicker. You get a blitz here and a blitz here. They're going to drop him to actually use him to spy. But look at the man-to-man coverage that they have.
Hi everyone. Hello. Before I explain why I'm dressed up so oddly, anybody who knows this channel probably figures it out. My games are over for today anyway. Ducks won, Bucks won. And I segue into that because we will be talking a little bit about sports because our guest on Monday, this is so old, it's Monday Night Live. We haven't called it Monday Night because we have guests on from Europe and Portugal and Alabama, all kinds of foreign countries. So we had to drop the night because sometimes we have, in the daytime, we accompany our guests in any way possible. True. So Monday, we're having Michelle, commenter extraordinaire. We're going to try to do something a little different. She's going to have a screenshot or just be off camera with a microphone or not. She doesn't need a microphone, just be off camera next to her computer and talk. She's a great talker and very interesting person. I got to know Michelle. Well, I'll ask her about her name because you might know her from being in groups. Fr Claire for Claire. It's obviously French, right? So she's going to be a guest, and the first time we'll have a commenter extraordinaire on, and I encourage others. I've been, besides sports, we talk about books, and we talked about the I Ching, and this is a I Ching coin. You probably know what I'm talking about when you see it. These I Ching coins. You can use a penny. You can use any kind of two-sided coin to throw the I Ching, Book of Changes. Then you look up the hexagram. Or if you're real talented, you use joss sticks. With one end is like a magic wand. In that one end is has a inch and a half different color. The other end is same color. So she's sending me a couple of I Ching books. Other books I've been reading, the books I've read this week are The Sutter House Rules, which brings me to Sunday, tomorrow, at noon Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Daylight Time, and 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We'll be watching the movie with Tobey Maguire and Charlize Theron. Great movie. And of course, Michael Caine. We'll be watching that. And we'll be commenting on Voxer. Pat announced it too. Link to her video below, her Friday reads. This is what this is, a Friday reads on Saturday. Thinking I haven't even left my apartment all day. It's like 6 p.m. now. What time is it? 6:20. I did leave it to drop off 2 letters for the post master general. No, for the mail person. Reread for me Sutter House Rules, and I did forget how it ended. Boy, John Irving is a master of language and using language to affect time in a novel. And the span of time. Yeah, a few characters' entire lifespan in the Cider House Rules. So I haven't watched it in a long time. We've been comparing notes on what is in the movie and not in the novel. We're starting the new one, Queen Esther. I've already started. I'm probably 1/3 of the way through. I'm really liking it. So have others have started. It's not even the first yet. So you know how groups go. This has been an interesting one. A lot of people are in it. And then I've read The Elementals. These are all on my Kindle, and or Libby, and or Audible. So, The Elementals by Michael McDowell. It's creepy, Creeps City. It's another Alabama. I like Southern writers, and I like that, like Gothic. When I say Gothic, I mean kind of like the tropes. You have haunted houses. You have the wise black woman takes the caretaker, like the wise one with the knowledge of magic and spells, and it's violent. Wow. I found myself listening to it and without headphones on, at a bus stop or whatever, and somebody walking by and it's a gruesome scene, and I had to turn it off. Where's my button? Listening to a Faulkner novel in public. So I recommend that. And Greg, I don't know if he'll review it, but he'll mention it. He's reading it too. And what else did I read? Almost done with A Separate Reality. And buddy reading that with Elaine at Cobalt Dragon. Have to get her back in the show soon. Enjoying it. Castaneda books are similar in that they're like diaries, they're logs with dates, times, and different characters, different people. This one is about seeing, and I'll tell you one scene. This guy, this old sorcerer, Don Carlito, he's trying to get Castaneda to see, and so is Don Juan to correctly see, and he doesn't want to use like the mezcal to do it. You have to use mezcal supposedly. So Carlito goes in this waterfall, and he's jumping across from 2 waterfalls to these small rocks, and he's hanging on. Anyway, he does all these acrobatics and stuff, and finally jumps off and leaves. You don't know if he lived or died, or Don reassures us that he lived, and it turns out that it was in order Castaneda didn't see. If he did see, he would have saw these tentacle-like figures coming out from his core. There's like solar plexus, his belly button, his omphalos, and all things round. That's not the reason I'm wearing this, but it's weird that I mention it. Anyway, that's how I was able to hang on to all these rocks and stuff. And so if you want to be a sorcerer and see and mezcal, you'll see that shit. I'm going to Powell's bookstore bag there tomorrow to buy some books. Maybe I'll vlog it. I gotta buy a Clarice Lispector book, The Besieged City. It's, I I don't know how long it is. I think it's fairly short. But I might be wrong. I should have looked it up, huh? I've read a lot of her books. I'm buddy reading that with Roz at Scale of Danley about the books. We've read La Spectre before several times, so that's going to be a treat. I'm also going to look for, I've got my eye on The Savage Detectives. Berto Bolaño book. He's the guy who wrote 2666, which some say that could mean to hell. It's a hellish novel. I've read it twice. But, so I'd like to read The Savage Detectives, and I can only find a copy on Amazon for like $15. So if Powell's has one for same price, or I'll buy it there. And guess somebody reads December. Should I mention them? MJ, we're reading Salman Rushdie's new collection of stories called The 11th Hour, about getting old and dying. She gave me a choice of a few books. All year I've been buddy reading and having my buddies pick the book, or pick like 2 or 3 to choose from. And I've reviewed most of them. I have a pretty good extensive playlists that I try to keep organized a little bit. For example, we've done probably 200 shows at least. Not bad, not bad. Getting all right at it. What else? I got my guitar and gear bag laid out. I've been trying to get downstairs all day. It seems later than it is. It's only like 6:30. I can play down there till like 8. In the summertime, I have to wait till after 7. After the studio, the art director leaves from 11 to 7. Anyway, I've bored you enough. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And leave a comment below about any of this stuff I've gabbed about. If you care to, I'd appreciate it. Thanks.